Understanding the subtle signs in relationships can make all the difference between staying in a toxic situation and preserving your dignity. Women often communicate their thoughts through words, and some statements are red flags that signal disrespect, manipulation, or lack of compatibility. These aren't just casual phrases. They reveal underlying issues that could harm your emotional well-being. In this guide, we'll explore 10 critical things a woman might say that should make you reconsider the relationship and walk away immediately. From manipulative guilt trips to dismissive comments, these are the red flags you can't afford to ignore. Your time, energy, and self-respect are far too valuable to invest in someone who doesn't value you. Learn how to identify these warning signs, respond effectively, and build the confidence to prioritize yourself. Remember, walking away isn't about giving up. It's about choosing what's best for your emotional health and happiness. Number 1. I don't know if I want a relationship right now. When a woman tells you she's unsure about wanting a relationship, it's a major red flag. This statement often disguises a lack of genuine interest or commitment. It's not your responsibility to convince her to want you or to wait around while she decides. Relationships thrive on mutual effort and clarity, not confusion or uncertainty. If she's saying this while still engaging with you emotionally or physically, she may be keeping you as a backup option. This dynamic can be toxic because it puts you in a position of constantly seeking her validation while she reaps the benefits of your attention without reciprocating. Walking away in this scenario isn't just about protecting your time, it's about preserving your dignity. Instead of clinging to the hope that she might change her mind, understand that her uncertainty is a clear sign of incompatibility. Relationships are about mutual alignment and growth. If she's unsure about being with you, she doesn't deserve the consistency and effort you bring to the table. Number 2. You're too good for me. While this might sound like a compliment on the surface, it's often an excuse wrapped in flattery. A woman who says this is usually signaling that she doesn't see herself putting in the effort required to match your energy, or that she feels inadequate in the relationship. Instead of working on herself or improving the connection, she might push you away under the guise of sparing your feelings. This phrase can also be manipulative. By positioning herself as the victim, she might be deflecting responsibility for her behavior while simultaneously making you feel guilty for expecting more. Don't fall into the trap of trying to prove that she's good enough or overcompensating to reassure her. The truth is, someone who truly values you will rise to meet your level of commitment and effort. If she uses this line, it's often a way to absolve herself of accountability and set the stage for emotional distance. Walking away ensures you don't get caught in a cycle of self-doubt or unnecessary guilt. Number 3. My ex was better at. Comparisons to an ex are one of the most disrespectful things someone can do in a relationship. Whether it's intentional or not, it undermines your self-esteem and creates unnecessary tension. A woman who constantly brings up her ex, especially to compare you unfavorably, is showing a lack of respect for your individuality and the relationship. Hearing statements like, "My ex was better at this," or "he used to do that for me," is toxic because it sets an impossible standard. You shouldn't have to compete with someone from her past to prove your worth. If she's still emotionally attached to her ex or using comparisons to manipulate you into behaving a certain way, it's a sign that she hasn't moved on. Walking away in this situation protects your mental health and allows you to find someone who appreciates you for who you are, without holding you to someone else's standard. Relationships should be about building something new together, not living in the shadow of the past. Number 4. I'm just being honest, but honesty is important in any relationship, but it should never be used as a weapon. When a woman prefaces a hurtful statement with, "I'm just being honest," it's often a way to disguise cruelty as candor. This behavior can chip away at your self-esteem and create an environment where you feel constantly criticized or belittled. For example, if she says something like, "I'm just being honest, but you're not ambitious enough," or "I'm just being honest, but I don't find you attractive anymore," it's not constructive, it's destructive. True honesty in a healthy relationship comes with empathy and a desire to build each other up, not tear each other down. If she uses honesty as a justification for hurtful remarks, it's a sign that she lacks emotional maturity and respect for your feelings. Walking away from this dynamic ensures you don't internalize her negativity or lose your sense of self-worth. Number 5. You're not doing enough for me. A healthy relationship is built on mutual effort, respect, and understanding. If a woman constantly tells you that you're not doing enough for her, despite your genuine efforts, it's a sign of entitlement or emotional manipulation. This behavior can leave you feeling inadequate, no matter how hard you try to meet her expectations. For instance, if she dismisses your gestures of care and affection or demands more without acknowledging what you already do, it creates an unbalanced dynamic. You should never feel like you're solely responsible for making the relationship work. Relationships are partnerships, not one-sided obligations. Walking away from someone who constantly undermines your efforts protects your emotional well-being and opens the door to finding someone who values and reciprocates your love and effort. Number 6. I don't need you. Independence is an admirable quality, but when someone goes out of their way to tell you they don't need you, it can feel dismissive and invalidating. A woman who repeatedly says this may be trying to assert dominance or create an emotional barrier. While it's healthy for both partners to maintain their individuality, relationships thrive on mutual support and interdependence. If she's constantly reminding you of how little she needs you, it undermines the sense of partnership and connection that should exist in a relationship. Walking away in this scenario is not about proving her wrong. It's about recognizing that a relationship without mutual respect and appreciation isn't worth pursuing. Find someone who values your presence and contributions, not someone who diminishes them. Number 7. I'll change, I promise. Empty promises of change are often a way to avoid accountability or delay consequences. If a woman repeatedly tells you she'll change but shows no genuine effort to do so, it's a sign that her words don't align with her actions. For example, if she says, "I'll stop being so dismissive," or "I'll be more respectful," but continues the same behavior, it shows a lack of sincerity. Change requires consistent effort and self-awareness, not just words. Staying in this dynamic can lead to frustration and disappointment. Walking away allows you to prioritize your emotional health and find someone who is genuinely willing to grow and improve alongside you. Number 8. You'll never find someone like me. This statement is often a manipulative tactic designed to instill fear and doubt. It's meant to make you believe that walking away means losing something irreplaceable. However, this mindset is rooted in insecurity and control. The truth is, you don't need someone who uses fear to keep you around. There are countless people who will appreciate, respect, and value you for who you are. Don't let anyone make you feel like they're your only option. Walking away from this dynamic is a powerful statement of self-respect. It shows that you refuse to let fear dictate your choices and that you trust yourself to find happiness elsewhere. Number 9. If you really loved me, you would. Guilt tripping is one of the most toxic behaviors in a relationship. When a woman uses phrases like, "If you really loved me, you would," to manipulate your actions, it's a clear sign of emotional manipulation. This tactic is designed to make you question your love and devotion while bending to her demands. Whether it's about changing your behavior, compromising your values, or sacrificing your happiness, guilt tripping creates a toxic and unbalanced dynamic. Walking away from this situation is not about avoiding love. It's about rejecting manipulation. True love is based on mutual respect, not guilt or coercion. Number 10. You're overreacting. When a woman dismisses your feelings or concerns by labeling them as overreactions, it's a clear sign of emotional invalidation. This phrase minimizes your emotions and shifts the focus away from her actions or behavior, leaving you questioning your perspective. For example, if you express discomfort about something she did, and she responds with, "You're overreacting," or "It's not that serious," she's disregarding your feelings and attempting to downplay the situation. Over time, this can erode your confidence and make you hesitant to voice your concerns, fostering an environment where your emotional needs are consistently unmet. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual understanding and open communication. If your feelings are being dismissed instead of addressed, it creates an imbalance that can lead to resentment and emotional frustration. Walking away from someone who habitually invalidates your feelings is a powerful way to reclaim your emotional agency. It shows that you value your experiences and emotions enough to demand a partner who listens, respects, and engages with your concerns rather than trivializing them. Knowing when to walk away is one of the most empowering decisions you can make in a relationship. These 10 statements are clear signs of toxicity, manipulation, or a lack of respect. By recognizing these red flags and choosing to leave, you're prioritizing your self-worth, emotional health, and future happiness. At Mindset Motivators, we're here to help you navigate these challenges and build the confidence to walk away when necessary. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights on relationships, personal growth, and empowerment.